Annabel and Johannes had the nation in tears on Strictly last weekend after Annabel's beautiful tribute to her late husband, Mel. The judges called it Annabel's best dance of her Strictly journey so far. Please welcome Annabel, Croft and Johannes Radebe. Oh, goodness me. I think we're all welling up watching it again. I think, you know, I defy anybody to not well up when they see that clip. Was that... Did you expect the reaction you got to that, Annabel?
Not at all, actually, to be honest with you. I feel a bit like that watching it back, and it was a little bit of an out-of-body experience for both of us, I think. And I'd really like to say that there were so many people and so much brainpower and so much talent that went into creating that dance, not just with the two amazing choreographers, Adrino and Ashley, and your input as well, Johannes, but also, like, the wardrobe department, who created such a beautiful dress that made so many amazing lines. But I can honestly say that when we were in the dance, we were just in the moment, weren't we? And I just felt like I just shut down my whole world and just went into this place with you, Johannes. And I suppose I know that you, Gloria, have coped with the same thing that I'm going through right now. And I guess it just touched people in so many ways that I never anticipated. But if it can help people who are going through grief, then that's a positive thing.
Yes, exactly. I was just going to say that you and I have talked quite a bit since before you went in, actually, and subsequently. And, of course, after Karen died, I had said that I would probably never laugh or smile again, because I couldn't think of anything that would make me that happy, because you just go into that depth of depression. And then my family, a bit like yours, when I was offered Strictly, I just did not want to do it at all. But my family said, look, it'll do you good. It will teach you to smile again, take your mind off it. And it's true. Don't you find it's very mending in that anything that you have to focus on other than the grief that you're going through is very good?
Oh, there's no question about it. I mean, obviously, the grief comes in waves, and there have been many days when you're just sobbing at home. And I have a pile of 300 letters that I still have to get through, which every time I start them, I just start sobbing. So I can't even begin to go there at the moment. But with Strictly and meeting Johannes and going on this journey together, it literally has distracted me from all of that pain. And there are days, I mean, poor Johannes has had to cope with quite a few in the rehearsal rooms and everything, but we get it back together. And you give me so much purpose to get up in the morning and come and dance. And it's been really special. I'm so grateful for this opportunity to be able to do this and to be able to use your body. And dance is very emotional anyway, isn't it?
Yes,
it's just such a wonderful thing to be doing.
I think what was lovely as well was the film that preceded the dance, when, you know, everybody does your rehearsal time. And you also mentioned how grateful you were to the team for making it happen, that you got to take Johannes to Richmond Park, where you'd walked with Mel every day of his treatment.
Well, we used to... I mean, I love Richmond Park so much. Anyone who hasn't been there needs to go and visit. And when I first met Johannes, like, we were just talking, weren't we? And I kept saying, oh, I really want to take you to Richmond Park, because it's such a special place and it has so many, you know, so much wildlife there, but so much space, where sometimes I'd say with Mel, oh, I feel like this is our, you know, Serengeti out there, with all the sort of plains and all the deer out there and the lakes and everything. And I said to Johannes that this is where I wanted to take you. And Mel and I had walked there many, many days before he was ill. And then when he was ill, we walked there every single day, and we did sit on those park benches, and we did say to each other, this is all we need in life. If I have this, I'm so happy. But you know, to be able to take you back there, I hope it lived up to everything.
It did. There's nothing more beautiful.
I know, but it was special to be able to take you there. And then you were extraordinary, because I didn't know that you had taken that to the creative team to make the dance around that.
Yeah, because I sat down with the creative team and they said, Johannes, it would be nice to just acknowledge this moment, but in a beautiful and caring way. And I said, OK. And we started having this conversation. They said, what is she like? I said, she loves Richmond Park. And they said, OK, fine, let's see what we can do around it. But they did. It was everybody just coming together and putting this beautiful story together. And I do think it was handled with respect and care.
Absolutely. And I'll tell you what was fascinating is that obviously you're describing how therapeutic this process is feeling for you. But you, as the teacher, are also equally feeling... You've said that you feel Annabel was sent to you from the universe for a reason.
For a reason. I can't tell you. I thought, you know, when they said I'm dancing with her and this is her story, I thought, oh, my goodness. But little did I know that I'm going to have somebody who was going to support me, feed me, and just overall a lovely person. I can't tell you how blessed I am to have you in my life.
Oh, well, I feel the same. Honestly, I do.
I was just going to say, how did you create that quite beautiful relationship? Because it comes across very much on the screen.
Yes.
Was it sort of instant, or was it because Mel really liked Johannes?
I think a bit of everything, actually.
Absolutely.
I mean, we really gelled and clicked, and I think there is chemistry there when we were first met.
Yeah.
But also because I have such strong memories of being in our house and in the kitchen with Mel, watching Strictly Come Dancing and just raving about Johannes. I mean, he was calling us all to the screen and stopping it and replaying it and come and have a look at this Johannes, he's amazing.
Wow.
And, you know, it's bittersweet because it's such painful memories for me, thinking that I really wanted the two of you to meet. And, you know, I'm really heartbroken about that he's not here to enjoy this whole journey together. But he loved Johannes so much. And so when I was very kindly asked to do this programme, it was like when they said, was there anyone that you'd quite like to dance with? And I was like, well, how could I possibly say anybody else but Johannes?
But Annabel, sorry.
No, I was going to say, I couldn't imagine... I mean, all the dancers are incredible and Strictly, but I couldn't imagine anybody else being able to take on the emotional responsibility in the way that you have, Johannes.
Absolutely.
And I think that, in so many ways, was the most perfect thing for you, Annabel. Did you feel a sense of responsibility at doing it in the right way, Johannes?
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. Like I said, I know what grief is, you know. But most importantly, Annabel said to me when I first met her, she said, I would love to learn how to dance. And my heart sang. Because I was like, for the first time, once again, I'm partnered with somebody who will see beyond this noise and the glitter and all, and just come in every single day and just, you know, take on my art form. And that's what we've been doing every single day.
That's sort of what I was going to say, because what I was going to say is that because competitive spirit is what got you, you know, your stellar career in tennis, have you carried that competitiveness into the dance? I think you've just answered that, really, by what you said.
I think quite the opposite, actually. I think everyone, when I first arrived on day one, was like, oh, well, you're an ex-athlete, you're competitive, and you've got that within you. And it's like, well, actually, I stopped playing competitive tennis very, very young because I didn't like the competitive side of it. I didn't want my life to feel very gladiatorial, where I was always in opposition to people down the other end of the net. And, you know, so that was absolutely right, that when, you know, we first got together, it was just for me about this joy of wanting to learn how to dance and, you know, just to learn all these different dances. I mean, I had no concept of how much goes into every single dance. You know, and I love watching dancers and professionals do it, but I really have much more greater understanding now of exactly what goes into a dance.
What's the dance you really wanted? We've got all...
We haven't got that much time, so I just wanted to ask, what, you know, in that vein, what can we look forward to this week in that game?
Well, it couldn't be a bigger gear change, could it? We've gone from this sort of very floaty, kind of balletic, what do we call it, a lyrical dance, to now a samba. So I've got to try and get my raunchy Shakira going, which is a bit tricky, but we're working on it.
One last question for Johannes.
Yes.
You know, when you go on other television programmes, you wear the most amazing out there clothes.
Yeah.
You love all of that, don't you?
I absolutely do. And
He's a style icon. He is a style icon. Every time he turns the
You always have
really
the flesh,
is,
so it's not on the shoulder.
I know, but we could talk to them forever. But look, we wish you the best of luck this Saturday night. You can be absolutely amazing. Please give them the biggest round of applause.
Thank you.